Shelton Harrison. There'll never be no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show Live. And this episode of the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show Live is brought to you by 10 Players News. But there's a little bit of player in all of us. Listen, I earned my section. I earned my spot in that ride section, and the coach is not leaving the ride section right now, and that's just the way that is. And also, Fight Critic. Okay, if you want to go lose a debate, go take on Fight Critic. Fight Critic is boxing analytics at its best. Go subscribe to the 10 Players News and Fight Critic today. Okay, guys, Kaillin Curran versus Jamie Moyle. This fight was a pretty good fight between the two TUF competitors. And, you know, I'm sorry, not TUF, but Ultimate Fighter. Okay, it was a good matchup. Okay, definitely, I gotta applaud the UFC for their matchmaking. They try to find people that definitely are on the same level. Okay. And by the way, you know, I've told a lot of y'all that my video platform is going to be mostly for the women. And if you notice, I'm not really talking about a lot of the men because somebody else is going to do that. The coach is going to try to help promote some of these women that, you know, they're not going to get any press. And that's just how it is, okay? I enjoyed this fight, okay? It wasn't the most entertaining fight I've ever seen, but I enjoyed it nonetheless, okay? Let's break it down. First round, I gave that round to Kaillin Curran. I gave it to her because I thought that she landed the more clean, effective punches. Kaillin Curran did a phenomenal job of actually establishing her jab. Now, I don't think her jab was utilized to full capacity. I didn't think she used her jab as good as she could have used it. I thought that her hands were a bit low when she was trying to initiate that jab, and it was making it a little bit easier for Jamie Moyle to actually see it coming. Because if your jab is that low, that means you're not snapping it from the elbow and you're not snapping it out. You're dropping your arms. And when you drop your arms, an opponent can see him coming. And I felt like Jamie Moyle saw those jabs coming. So what Jamie Moyle began to do was she began to circle away from that right hand. Because that was the right hand that was actually catching Jamie Moyle and she was getting hurt by that right hand. So Jamie Moyle started circling away from the right hand. And at first, Moyle didn't really have any kind of adjustment. And also, you know, Kaillin Curran threw a couple of leg kicks, which with a fighter as short as Jamie Moyle, the leg kick definitely would be my weapon of choice. And I thought that Kaillin Curran didn't do enough of those leg kicks, but nonetheless, she still won the first round. Okay, round two, I gave that to Jamie Moyle. Kaillin Curran came in and she just started hitting Jamie Moyle with a barrage of punches, and she got cut. Now, Jamie Moyle got cut, but the cut was caused by a headbutt. But still, nonetheless, Kaillin Curran came in and was doing a great job of working those strikes. I mean, she was. But, you know, Jamie Moyle slipped up under a weak jab, and she took her down. The first takedown was brutal. I'm talking about she lifted Kaillin Curran off the ground, off her feet, and it looked like a reverse powerbomb. I mean, I'm talking about she lifted this woman off of her feet. She had her, like, up on her shoulders, and then she just slammed her to the ground. Kaillin Curran hit her head against the canvas, and it actually, you know, I thought she got buzzed by that. And then Jamie Moyle began to do just some terrific ground and pound. Caught her with a couple of elbows. She rained down a couple of hammer fists to end the round out. So I definitely, round two was a Jamie Moyle round. Now we get to round three. Round three, in my opinion, was up in the air, okay? I thought that whoever won this round was going to win the fight. And Kaillin Curran, you know, she started the round out very strong, but I noticed that Kaillin Curran don't have the stamina, and that's a problem. See, when you're dealing with fighters that like to move around the ring like Jamie Moyle, stamina is going to be key. And Kaillin Curran ran out of gas, completely ran out of gas. Her punches were looking very, very sloppy. She started out, though, she still was connecting, but then Jamie Moyle just started having a takedown clinic. I mean, she took her down and pretty much stayed on her for about half of the round. She just got the takedowns. And Jamie Moyle was consistent on trying to take Kaillin Curran off of her feet. Because I think Jamie Moyle knew that she wasn't going to win this fight standing. She wasn't going to win the battle. Neither one of these ladies, in my opinion, they didn't do a good job of utilizing the leg kicks. It's like so many fighters, they get so mesmerized about trying to strike. No. See, if Jamie Moyle or either Kaillin Curran both would have tried leg kicking, they would have slowed the other person down. Had Kaillin Curran used more leg kicks, She could have stopped the circling of Jamie Moore because Jamie Moore was circling her the entire fight. She could have stopped that. The leg kicks. It's hard for a person to get away from a low leg kick, but she didn't do it. And I noticed that Jamie Moore wasn't checking the leg kicks when Kaillin Curran tried to throw them. The same thing. Jamie Moore, the opportunity was there. The low leg kick, I mean, Kaillin Curran's got those long legs. It's harder for her to check a low leg kick. And I was wondering, okay, Jamie Moore, are you going to throw this low leg kick to further slow this girl down? Because Kaillin Curran not that fast. But low leg kick her, man, she'll be like pretty much stuck in stone. But nonetheless, it was a victory for Jamie Moore. I thought that Jamie Moore did enough to win the fight. But the judges, I disagree with this, man. All three of the judges scored at 30-27 for Moyle. I completely disagree with this, man. This fight was close. It was very close. I would have scored it more like, I don't know. It definitely, the fight, I had Jamie Moore up by 1 point. I had her up by a single point. Like I had it, 29-28, or I had it close. It was very, very close. And folks, that's just the way that is. My score was 29-28. I disagree with the judges. They got this one wrong. But the decision they got right. And I think that Jamie Moore rightfully deserved to win the fight. You guys tell me what you think. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. What are you guys waiting on? Subscribe. I'm done.